Good morning. It's Thursday already. I don't know how the hell that happened. So, what do you do when the criticisms come? What do you do when you start talking about, hey, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that? And family and friends start telling you it can't be done, this can't be done. I don't know what you're trying to do. Who do you think you are? Blah blah blah. What do you do with that? So, number one, when somebody starts telling you that what you're setting out as a goal can't be done, what are they really saying? What they're really saying is, I'm afraid for you. What they're really saying is, your vision scares me. And if it's somebody who's close to you, if it's a family member, are they doing this because they don't like you? No, they're doing it because they love you and they're afraid that you're going to get hurt. So anytime you've got a family member or somebody close to you and you say, hey, you know what, I'm gonna do this thing, I'm gonna start this business, I'm gonna, whatever, understand, number one, that they're afraid for you, that you're gonna get hurt, and they're worried that you're gonna get hurt, and then they're gonna have to watch this person that they care about get hurt. Now, if the person that you're talking to has experience in the area that you're talking to them about, okay, well then, now that's different. If you say you want to open up a restaurant and you talk to a relative who's a restaurateur, well, that's different. But if it's just like, this is my, your dad or your mother or, a sibling, and it's an area that they don't know anything about, then they're typically just projecting their own fear onto you. The other thing is, I've experienced this a lot. I mean, when I've, gone and said, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that, and the people around me said, you can't do that. That's crazy. Don't do it that way. I've started to learn a while ago that, to me, that meant that I'm on track. When I start saying, I'm going to go do this, 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 and this, and the people close to me say, that's not going to work, then I'm like, now I know that I'm on the right track. Because people who accomplish significant things, everybody around them tells them that it can't be done. Whether it's Edison or Disney, but you can even, or celebrities, but you can even go, on smaller scales, the business people that you can listen to, and the motivation people that you can listen to. But even if you just listen to Howard Stern and listen to him interview celebrities and successful people, they'll usually have a parent who supported them. Like for Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters, it was his mother. Same is true for Tom Cruise, who both agreed to let them drop out of high school and go pursue their careers. But the people around them, when they first started doing that, said that was all crazy. And all along the way, when they said they were going to do X, Y, and Z, people said, that's not going to work. When you decide that you're going to do something significant that hasn't been done, everybody around you is going to tell you that it's not going to work because it's never been done. Or even if it hasn't been done by you in this area, they're going to tell you the same thing. I heard this, quite frankly, my whole life. I heard it when I was going to go own on my law practice. I was told that wasn't going to work. When I said, you know what, I'm only going to do personal injury cases because that's what I love and that's what I want to do. And I was told, well, that's not going to work. It's too small a town. You're not going to, it's too unpredictable. You can't do it that way. You got to do it this way. But what I found is that really just motivated me. That just motivated me to work harder and to do more and to push more in order to make those things happen. And it also told me that's the direction that you need to go, because it's the direction nobody else is doing. And I could tell that it's the direction that was going to work. If you know in your gut it's going to work and the people start criticizing you, that should tell you even more that it's going to work. And it should drive you to work that much harder to show them that, in fact, it can work. And it should just show you that everybody else doesn't share your vision. If you make a decision that you're going to do something, you can always find a way. When a human being decides that they're going to actually commit and create some sort of idea, there's this internal mechanism that allows you to do and be whatever it takes in order to make that particular thing happen. We all have it. You don't have the ability to conceive an idea and not have the corresponding talents in order to make it happen. It just doesn't work that way. But when you have that vision, if you've ever experienced this where you're like, I see that this is where this needs to go, and other people don't have it, that's kind of what being an entrepreneur or being a visionary or being a leader of any type is. Leaders go first, and leaders have the ability to see where the people that they're leading need to go. Leadership comes out of a desire to serve. And the people that are leading a group, they really didn't intend to lead the group most of the time. They wanted to serve that group, but they have the vision that the group doesn't. That's why we live in a republic, not a democracy. We're actually supposed to elect people who guide us and not necessarily do exactly what we want them to do. They're supposed to be able to have the vision for the future to say, you know what? This is where my constituents need to go. They don't know it yet, but down the road they will. That's what a leader of a company does. That's what a leader of any type of group does, is they're able to see what's coming. So when you get that vision and you're like, I know that this is going to work. I know that this restaurant is going to work. I know that this business is going to work here. That's a leadership vision. So when the others are, it's not going to work, that's their fear. And that should drive you even more because you're the one that sees it and they don't. That means it's time to take action. I hope that makes sense. I told you I've been listening to a lot of Grant Cardone during my windshield time. And every step of the way, if you go back and listen to him 10 years ago, you can see the evolution where he was talking about going, to multi-millions, and then it's 100 million, and now now it's 1 billion. And you can see the evolution of his vision. But every step of the way, when he said, this is what I was going to do, the people closest to him, not his wife, but usually his mom, said, don't do that. It's too much. You're looking to try to do too much. So expect that that's going to happen because these people love you and they're afraid. That's all that's happening, is they don't want you to be hurt. But if you have the vision, you got to go take the action and make it happen. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. We're all in this together. Let's take care of each other.